These are the fish. Walleye. How do you tell a walleye?
Step one.
No, how do you tell a walleye?
Step one is catch a fish, preferably walleye. Walleye has white tip, bottom of their tail, and their eyes are like walls. And they've got sharp teeth. They are in the pike family, just like the northern pike, but this is the walleye pike.
And they taste better.
So you turn.
So this is the directions on how to fillet a fish in case you want to do this and pass it on from Papa learned this, Dad learned this from his father, right?
That's correct.
From Robert Langholz, and now it's Paul Langholz giving a lesson.
You need a sharp fillet knife. It's got to be very sharp.
Very sharp.
Lay the fish on its side. Go as close to as you can. Get all that meat in there.
Your hand's blocking.
Cut down to this where you feel the spine, down to the bone, and then you carve along that spine.
With the very tip?
Oh yeah, you don't go very far until you get to the poop hole here. And that's when you go all the way through.
Oh, the knife's on the other side. See that?
And now you can feel that it's going right along the bones. And the best way is don't cut all the way through at the tail. Leave it connected. You'll see why later. Then you go back up here to the top. And using the tip of the knife, you carve right along the bones. And with the walleye, it's the easiest to do because their ribs don't stick out very far. Other fish, their ribs stick out closer to the skin, and it's harder to do that. And then there's all this belly that we didn't cut all the way through. Now we cut all the way through. And you've got that, but it's still connected at the tail.
And that's handy because...
So now you can flip this tail over, and it's still connected, and you have something to hang on to. When you do this, this is where the knife needs to be sharp to skin the meat away from the skin.
And?
One walleye fillet.
Cool.
And then you do the same thing on the other side.
And go slow so we can watch. How do you find the starting place?
Well, those fins, anything up to that cheek armor, the gill, you don't want to go any farther than the gill, but in order to get as much meat as possible, you go kind of make a diagonal because there's meat up here on the shoulder. Cut down to the spine. That's a pretty hard bone. And then stay as close to the fin and just go a little ways as you carve until you get down here.
And you
go all the way through because there's no rib sticking up here. It's just nice and smooth and even.
Stop at the tail.
And then you carve around the ribs. Staying close to the bones, but not cutting through the bones. Some people cut through those rib bones and carve them out later. But this is the Langholz way. Oops. Don't want to waste that. Don't want to include any of the guts. You cut that off. Fillet number 2.
Yum. And that's what's left. Goes in the fish gut bucket.
Okay, Grammy's going to do the second one.
Haha.
She caught him. She cleans him.
Is that the rule in the Langholz family? I'll go from this angle here. He makes it look simple, guys, doesn't he?
There's a bone.
By the way, it's Wednesday, September 14th, 2022 today. And these two walleye were caught by none other than Grammy. This is a Minnesota walleye, fresh from the boundary waters. How do you decide when it goes all the way through? When you get to the skinny part?
Yeah, when you get to the poop hole.
Where do you see a poop hole?
Or the fin that's on the bottom side. I don't remember what that fin is called.
Is this your favorite fish to fillet, Papa?
It's easiest. Any other fish is cleaned the same way. It's just harder because
The
of
bones
those.
stick out.
Because of those rib bones. Some of them come up and whoo, like that, and sometimes you just don't get any meat. Oh, I wasted some there. Bluegills are harder. Bass are harder. Some of them have scales that are harder to cut through.
What are you looking for?
Looking for the heart. There's the heart.
Really? It's a tiny little heart.
Sweetheart.
Looks like a pomegranate seed.
Doesn't appear to be anything in its stomach. That's its stomach right there.
That's why I caught it, because it was hungry.
There's something in there.
They might not want to see this on video.
No.
That it?
That's it.
So now you will forever know how to fillet a fish.